Welcome to Anime Vault. Today, we're diving into Jujutsu Kaisen 0, the prequel movie that sets the foundation for Jujutsu Kaisen. Before Yuji Itadori ever swallowed Sukuna's finger, before he entered Jujutsu High, there was Yuta Okatsu, a boy cursed by love. Yuta wasn't just any ordinary student. He was sentenced to death before he even knew what Jujutsu sorcery was. Why? Because he was haunted by Rika Orimoto, an overwhelmingly powerful special-grade curse that attacked anyone who tried to harm him. But Rika wasn't just any curse. She was once human. This is the story of how Yuta Okatsu went from a terrified, powerless boy to one of the most powerful sorcerers in the world. So sit back, because this is Jujutsu Kaisen 0, explained. A love that turned into a curse. Our story begins with Yuta Okatsu, a 16-year-old boy with a horrifying problem. He's haunted by a vengeful spirit, one that follows him everywhere. That spirit is Rika Orimoto, his childhood best friend, and the girl he loved most in the world. 6 years ago, Rika and Yuta were inseparable. She was his light, his closest friend, and the person who made him feel safe. One day, she gave him a ring and told him, "Now we're engaged. That means we'll be together forever." But fate had other plans. Not long after, Rika was brutally killed in a car accident, right before Yuta's eyes. But instead of passing on peacefully, she transformed into an enormous, grotesque, cursed spirit bound to Yuta for eternity. Since then, Rika has violently attacked anyone who tries to harm him. And the worst part? Yuta has no control over her. One day, a group of bullies corners Yuta at school. Before they can even lay a hand on him, Rika materializes and crushes all four of them into a single locker, nearly killing them. This incident alerts Jujutsu High, and the higher-ups issue an execution order for Yuta. They see him as too dangerous to be left alive. But before they can carry it out, one man steps in to stop it. Satoru Gojo. Gojo saves Yuta and JJK High begins. Rather than letting Yuta be executed, Gojo intervenes and brings him to Jujutsu High. He believes Yuta's power isn't just dangerous, it's extraordinary. But if Yuta doesn't learn to control it, it will consume him. At Jujutsu High, Yuta meets his new classmates. Maki Zenin, a fierce fighter from the Zenin clan. She has no cursed energy, but wields cursed tools with unmatched skill. Toga Inumaki, a quiet sorcerer who only speaks in rice ball ingredients to prevent accidentally using his deadly cursed speech. Panda, a talking, battle-ready panda with a secret. At this point in the timeline, these three are first years, meaning Yuta was actually their classmate before Yuji Itadori entered the picture. From the moment Yuta arrives, it's clear. He's different. Even though he's timid, his presence is suffocating. He's a special-grade sorcerer, and that terrifies even his own allies. Maki, in particular, has no respect for him. To her, Yuta is a weakling, someone who relies on an overpowered curse to do all the fighting for him. But Yuta is about to get thrown straight into the deep end because Gojo wastes no time and sends him on his first mission. Yuta's first battle, the elementary school curse. For his first mission, Yuta is paired with Maki. Their task? Investigate an abandoned elementary school where 2 children have disappeared. Inside, they find the place crawling with minor curses. Maki, using her cursed tools, easily wipes them out. But Yuta? He stands there, frozen in fear. That's when the real threat appears. A massive special-grade curse materializes and swallows them whole, trapping them inside its grotesque body. Inside, they find the 2 missing children, barely alive, their energy being drained away. Maki, injured and exhausted, yells at Yuta to fight. And in that moment, something clicks inside him. Yuta grabs his engagement ring, the one Rika gave him, and puts it on his finger. "Rika, help me." In an instant, Rika erupts from his body, her monstrous form tearing through the curse like paper. She rips it apart, limb by limb, in a horrifying display of raw power. For the first time, Yuta realizes that Rika isn't just a curse that haunts him. She's his weapon. Yuta trains, and Geto makes his move. After this mission, Yuta dedicates himself to getting stronger. He learns swordsmanship from Maki. He studies cursed energy control under Gojo. He forms a bond with Toge, learning how to channel his power through speech. But while Yuta is growing stronger, a far greater threat looms in the shadows. Suguru Geto, one of the most dangerous sorcerers in history, is planning something catastrophic. Geto was once Gojo's closest friend, but now he's a twisted extremist who believes only sorcerers should exist. His goal? A war against Jujutsu High. On December 24, 2017, Geto declares war, launching the Night Parade of 100 Demons, an all-out assault on Kyoto and Tokyo. But that's just a distraction. His true goal is to steal Rika from Yuta, because if he succeeds, he will become unstoppable. To be continued. That's where we'll pause for now. In the next part, we'll cover Geto's attack on Jujutsu High, Yuta's final battle against Geto, and the shocking truth behind Rika's curse. So stay tuned for part 2, because things are about to get even more intense.